Yo, I'm Cody.
I'm Anthony.
We're gonna teach you how to heel flip. There's like 3 main steps to heel flipping. There's the nice pop. Then there's the flick part where you put your foot right around here, about an inch off the bolts. Anthony's gonna go into that into detail. So this is basically how you do your heel flips. You get your foot somewhere where you're comfortable in the back, and you get your foot about 1 inch underneath the bolts. When you get your flick, you want to pop and flick mid like that. I'll actually land it to show you how it is. Sketchy, but that's the main parts.
Yeah. Now the flick is pretty much what's gonna make the board spin. So for me, I always have at least 2 to 3 inches of my foot coming off right under the bolts, and usually my foot like that coming off and at like an angle right there. So right here, and when you want to pop and you want to flick off to the side right here, or somewhere right here, somewhere in this area, because that's gonna make that. It's gonna make that board. It's gonna make the board spin. Then when you see it under your feet, you just want to stomp on it. Now, a few things that can go wrong with a heel flip is when you go, all you do is you kind of just slide your foot off. You're not turning your foot and flicking, and that's just gonna make the board come up under your legs like that. That happened to me when I was just learning kick flips or heel flips. But you just want to just like that. Another thing that can go wrong is that you get too much flick and you over rotate it, and then you catch it upside down again. And then another thing that can go wrong is that when you go to flick, a lot of people push and heel, push and flick if they're just trying to do a heel flip, so the board goes all the way behind you. And then one more thing that can go wrong is that you do it and you jump off. You just jump away from your board.
There's another thing, as Anthony says, like when you do your heel flips, a lot of people they don't like try to do it, so like they're not confident, so they're just like, and they get a flick and they get a pretty decent pop, but they just don't even try, so they're just like, oh. But when you do it, make sure you're confident and you know you're gonna land it. Don't just keep thinking you're not gonna land it. Another thing that can go wrong when you do your heel flips, and they flip, but your board lands right behind you, so it's like when you land like that, or you do your heel flips and then you're landing slightly up. That could happen when you're putting your foot, or you're popping too far forward or too far back. Make sure your foot is like almost straight. You can't destroy this area of time. When you do it, make sure you put to a nice center spot so you can get that triangle behind you. If it goes forward too much, bring your foot a little front even more. Or if it goes behind you, bring it up more. So it just looks like. Yeah. Yo, thanks for watching.